I think it was, at best, a ho-hum jobs report. That means it's unlikely that interest rates are going to go up next month. That's why the Dow Industrial Average is up 273 points as we speak. And then this. Who needs healthy? The fried chicken chain Bojangles started trading on the Nasdaq today. Their IPO came out. Up it went 32% higher. How's that? Look at the price of oil. Down earlier, up a little bit now, 59.40. Gas up again overnight, 265 is your national average. To the big conservative win in Britain. Let's get back to it and bring in Steve Odland in Washington. He's the former CEO of Office Depot. Steve, I am saying there is a parallel for what happened there and what is happening here. The left was soundly rejected in Britain, and I think that is bad news for President Obama in America. Would you draw the same kind of parallel?
Well, it is interesting. If you look historically, at least over the past 30 or 40 years, the UK elections have sort of led the US elections. And you see, the first to move right, then the US follows in the Reagan-Thatcher era, and then in the Blair era, we moved a little bit to the left. This could be a harbinger of things to come. And I think that they have proven over there under Cameron that focusing on the long term, getting their economic health in order, and focusing on job creation has been good for the economy and good for the people, not big government, not lots of spending, not redistribution. And I think that people are going to pick that up here, and I hope they do, because we're stuck in an economic quagmire right now.
Let's have a look at today's jobs report. We got the reaction from the White House earlier today. Labour Secretary Perez said it was a solid report, that it's moving in the right direction. All right, would you go along with that?
Well, 223,000 jobs were created. It was what was forecast, so there were no surprises. They're calling it the Goldilocks jobs report. It's not too hot, not too cold. They won't raise interest rates. But look, they revised March down by 33%, and in average over the last 4 months, we're below 200,000. This is not cooking. We are just sitting here creating a little bit as we go. The problem with it is almost all the jobs created last month were part-time, and they were mostly in sectors like construction that are seasonal. So this is not the kind of job that you want to create. It's not a good, strong, long-term outlook here.
Okay, yeah, let's have the long-term outlook for the rest of this year. Do you think that at any point, any month this year, we'll get to, say, 300,000 new jobs in a month? Will we get there?
It's possible, but if they're all part-time jobs, and for a lot of people they're second jobs, is that really a measure of strength? And I think if you look at the GDP numbers in the first quarter, and you take out the inventory build, that we were down actually a negative ½ percentage point, and the numbers for the year now are projected to be close to 2%, which is really almost nothing. I mean, that feels like zero to the U.S. economy. So I don't think that everything is as positive as it looks, and I think that the policies of the highest corporate tax rates in the world, more and more regulation, higher minimum wages, I think these are the kinds of things that are creating a stagnation here, and businesses are not investing and innovating.
All right, Steve Odland, former CEO of Office Depot. Thanks for joining us this morning on a big Friday. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.